Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
An update in the murder of a Rockford woman. Her accused killer speaks online. A state-line university holds a special week for new students, the resources they provide for the first-generation college students. And a local woman goes viral on TikTok. How the delivery of her baby girl was caught on camera. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us this evening. We begin tonight with an update in a Rockford woman's murder. The accused killer posted a 3-minute video on Facebook prior to her death. We have chosen not to air this video. Rayshawn Smith starts by saying he was always honest and upfront with the victim, his ex-girlfriend, Ashley Hardin. Smith mentioned he told Hardin about his anger issues, that he's violent, controlling, and previously served time in prison. Then he said, quote, "I gave her every opportunity to be honest with me. Instead, she chose to constantly deal in deception. I'm tired of it, period." Smith did not elaborate on that. Here's the police timeline of how this all unfolded. Hardin was reported missing around 4 a.m. Saturday. Her body was found 3.5 hours later behind a business on East Rockton Road near North 2nd in Roscoe. Then, just before 11 a.m., police arrested Smith in Rockford. He's now charged with murder, aggravated kidnapping, and aggravated unlawful restraint. Smith is due in court this afternoon. Meanwhile, in a separate murder case, Rockford police are still searching for a gunman who shot 4 people, killing 2 of them at Sinnissippi Park early Saturday morning. A large group gathered near the twins' shelters when someone opened fire. Investigators have not said what led up to the shooting. Parts of the park and the golf course were closed Saturday, but reopened this morning. And the gunman behind the city's 4th murder of the weekend remains on the run. A 25-year-old woman was shot and killed Friday night on Horseman Street near the Fairgrounds Park housing development. Police have not said if they have any suspects. If you have any information, call Rockford Police or State Line Area Crime Stoppers. We will continue to follow these stories and will keep you up to date on any new developments. Be sure to watch on air and follow us online at mystateline.com. The National Weather Service confirms 2 EF0 tornadoes touched down in 2 southwest suburbs yesterday morning. This is what it looked like in Naperville. Tree branches covered a business parking lot. Debris was spread across the city. There was some minor roof damage at a strip mall as well. That tornado had peak winds estimated at 80 miles per hour. Then in Joliet, a second confirmed tornado had peak winds around 70 miles per hour. The storms were powerful enough to snap trees and rip signs off businesses.
Yeah, so I woke up to just complete chaos, thunder, lightning, winds, had no idea what was going on. Absolutely shocking just because we've had these stores almost my whole life, and just to see so much of it destroyed breaks my heart.
Most of the state line was under severe thunderstorm watch yesterday. Areas like Belvidere, Roscoe, and Machesney Park were issued severe thunderstorm warnings. Rockford University welcomed 10 freshmen to campus today. They are part of Regents First, a university program that helps first-generation students. It's all part of the 2nd annual Regents First Summer Retreat at the Burpee Student Center. Those students have a busy week ahead of them. They will learn about campus life, meet faculty and staff, explore classroom buildings, and stay overnight in the dorms. The students will also get paired with a financial aid coach, college life skills coach, and a peer mentor to help them throughout the school year.
My mom, she was just super excited. She was crying to see me go, but she has always been very supportive to me, and my brother too. They've always encouraged me to go out and do better than what they've done.
The program was launched last year to recruit, support, and retain first-generation college students at the university. Eat, drink, watch a movie, and support a Rockford nonprofit, all at the same time. It's called the 4th Ward Forward for Fun initiative. 4 Friday nights this summer, including this Friday. The event will be held at Lino's off East State Street. All sales will be donated to that week's nonprofit. This week, it's the International Women's Baseball Center. While nonprofits are the focus, Alderman Mark Bonney tells us he hopes this will help small businesses that suffered during the pandemic.
Our hope is we attract people from all 14 wards here to the 14th ward, and that so that they have an opportunity to experience Lino's if they never had, and to support these 4 great nonprofits that benefit the entire city.
The event runs from 5:30 to 10:30 on select Fridays. We've posted the full schedule on our website, mystateline.com. A Belvidere woman is going viral on TikTok from a video capturing her home birth. She had a healthy baby girl and a heartwarming video to show her for years to come. Amory Wilder spoke with the brave mother. Amory, what was the experience like for her?
Taylor, the mom's video got millions of views. It came along with positive messages from others, some who even say they've had similar experiences.
Hey, over here. That's a good sign. I like that.
That's video recorded on a Ring camera after Gabriela Perez gave birth to her baby girl, Aurora, in her bedroom. She says she woke up on January 15th with labor pains, so she called her husband, who was at work.
I called him to let him know that maybe the baby was going to arrive today, and I told him, you know what, I think the baby's going to be here. Just make sure. I'm just letting you know in case you need to get home early.
By 8:20, Perez says she knew the baby wouldn't wait any longer. While her husband wouldn't get there in time, she called 911 for help.
They were actually in the middle of the questioning about what's the emergency, and then they asked me, what's the address? And then I told them, you know what, the baby's coming out. I can feel the baby's coming out. And that's it. It happened, and they were not even able to, walk me through it.
Perez says she didn't know what to do, although she was familiar with the pain.
I was scared because I do have other kids already, so I've been through this, but it was always in a hospital, and I never thought that I would end up, doing this by myself.
Perez has video of her other childbirths, so she was bummed about not having one for Aurora's, until she remembered the baby monitor that was placed above her crib. That's where she saw a special moment that made it all worth it.
I was looking at the recordings, and then I saw how the fire worker that was holding my baby, and it was just so sweet.
Aurora is 6 months now and healthy. Perez says she has 5 other children besides Aurora who love her very much. Taylor?
Thanks, Amory. T-Mobile users, listen up. You might have some money coming your way. The company settled a class action lawsuit and will pay eligible customers $350 million. This comes after the company said last August that personal data had been stolen in a cyber attack. To prevent that from happening again, T-Mobile plans to spend $150 million next year to fortify its data security and other technologies. Even though it agreed to the settlement, the company says it is not admitting any fault in the cyber attack. Some changes could soon be on the way to Soldier Field. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is expected to outline 3 renovation proposals tomorrow. According to Crane's Chicago Business, one option would be to put a dome on Soldier Field. That plan would cost up to $2 billion. This comes as the team considers moving out of the city. The Bears bought the old Arlington Heights racetrack back in September, but didn't say if there were plans to build a new stadium there.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, tonight won't be nearly as active as what it was the last couple of nights, as we had several rounds of severe thunderstorms move across southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, producing not only some heavy rainfall, hail, and even some gusty winds. Cold front passed through earlier today, which will keep us fairly quiet. It's nice to see some sunshine, a little less in the humidity, although it has been somewhat sticky, especially as the sun has come out here over the last couple of hours. A live look with our SkyTrack camera now in Rochelle, looking off to the northwest. We've had some of those fair weather cumulus clouds kind of build in behind that cold front, which has kept most of the rain and thunderstorm activity down to the south here for much of this afternoon. In fact, some active severe thunderstorms moving across parts of Illinois back through Indiana here this evening. Cold front stretching down to the south. Area of low pressure tied into that cold front up across the upper Great Lakes. That has allowed a little bit of that cooler air to kind of filter in across the upper Great Lakes here this afternoon. Now, I mentioned our dew point temperature temperatures, those have been a little on the muggier end, even though that cold front has passed. Notice these numbers in the upper 60s, but look to the north, Janesville, Monroe, Galena, we are starting to see those numbers drop. And that is a good thing here for us on the heels of that northwesterly wind, which is a little on the breezy side. Winds, though, will subside as we get closer to sunset and then through the night tonight. So as that northwest wind continues to take hold, it is going to bring down some drier air. And the best part about tonight and these next couple of days, lower levels of humidity. That is nice here for the end of July. Pretty quiet too. We've got a couple showers that kind of work back in towards the middle of the week, but no active weather like what we've had these last couple of days. So let's talk these dew point numbers, because I know it's been somewhat uncomfortable, especially with that high moisture that we've had out there as of late. Dew point temperatures drop into the 50s here tonight. Same thing for tomorrow too, which means it is going to feel fairly pleasant for tomorrow afternoon. Now, as our wind starts to kind of drift back to the south and southwest Tuesday into Tuesday night, that does pull in a little more moisture, so you'll notice the humidity kind of creeping back up during the middle of the week, and that does bring us a chance for a few showers as we've got a couple of systems that'll kind of work in towards midweek. 84 temperature in Rockford, Janesville, 82 right now in Rochelle. Still a little bit of a heat index factor in some spots, but again, those numbers will continue to come down. Our weather watcher Jim on the southwest end of Rockford had just under 9/10 of an inch of rain from what came down late last night and very early this morning. That temperature is sitting at 83. So here we go through the night. Cloud cover that we have out there right now, those will continue to clear out, which will leave us with a mostly clear sky through the night tonight. Temperatures on either side of that 60-degree mark tomorrow morning, so pretty comfortable. Think we start off with some sunshine, but that cold front is to the south. There will be some showers down south, so we get the result of some cloud cover moving back in Monday afternoon, Monday night as a result of that. So we'll see our skies turn partly, maybe mostly cloudy at some times. Temperatures on Monday in the upper 70s, low 80s. We bring that number up just a bit here once we get into Tuesday, mid 80s by the time we get into Wednesday. And that's when we see our next chance for rain to kind of work in. Chance for rain, couple of thunderstorms late Tuesday night. Same thing into Wednesday, Thursday, Taylor. These are just a little on the spottier side. But look at these numbers here as we work into the last weekend of July. Pretty comfortable, upper 70s, and check out those overnight lows dropping back down into the 50s.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
Lots of baseball to talk about today, so let's get right to it. The Rivets were home today in Loves Park looking to capture another from the Kalamazoo Growlers. First inning, Matthew Mabane, he gets a hold of this one and it'll find its way all the way out of the ballpark for the two-run homer. The freshman out of South Georgia State gives the Rivets the lead early, 2-0. Third inning now, Drew Baker knocks one out to right field, and that'll bring Dylan Robertson across home plate. Rivets up by 3. Still in the third, bases loaded. Then comes the pitching change for the Growlers. But Colton Klein with the gapper right here, and the Rivets just keep tacking them on. They end the third up 6-0. Growlers couldn't get anything moving until the 5th, but then they added 8 runs, and there was no turning back. Rivets tried, but they would drop this one 9-8 and tie the series. The Cubs were going for the sweep today in Philly, and the odds seemed to be in their favor. Third inning, no score. Yan Gomes absolutely hammers this ball down the left field line, 1-0 Cubs. Same inning, Christopher Morel also yanks one down to left. Velasquez to third. The throw comes in, but it's no good. Cubs have the lead at 2. And talk about the Gomes show today. He takes Bailey Falter deep for another solo shot, and that would be his 6th career multi-home run game. And the Cubs are up by 3. 2 batters later, Nelson Velasquez gets a hold of it, and well, it's a goner. Phillies would try to climb their way back, but Cubs hold on to win 4-3, and that's a sweep. The White Sox pulled one out last night in the second of a doubleheader, and well, they did the same today. 6-3 win to tie this series. Dylan Cease was, well, dealing once again. He threw 6 innings in his 3rd straight scoreless start. Huge home runs from A.J. Pollock and Leary Garcia in the second helped seal the deal. This year's 7 MLB Hall of Fame inductees now have their names etched in history among the greatest to ever play the game. 39 years after he played his final big league game, Jim Cott is a Hall of Famer. As a starter, he recorded 3 20-win seasons. He had 14 seasons of 200 innings or more he pitched. It was the White Sox who gave him hope again after his time with the Minnesota Twins ended in 1973. Minnie Minoso became the first black human to play for the White Sox in 1983. He was a 7-time All-Star and 3-time Golden Glove winner over 20 seasons. And Buck O'Neil took his talents from the field to the dugout in 1962 when he became the first black member of an AL or NL coaching staff as a part of the Cubs. Now all 3 have been welcomed to baseball immortality.
Now, when you hear the words after you answer your phone, "This is Jane Clark calling from the Hall of Fame," your life immediately changes. And Jane, those words will resonate with me for the rest of my life.
Our first Warn Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Things will be pretty quiet here as we go through the night tonight. Still a little breezy with that northwesterly wind. However, that drier wind will bring down our dew point temperatures, which will mean it feels a bit more comfortable here as we go through the night and then into tomorrow. Temperatures on either side of that 60-degree mark. We're up to 80 for tomorrow afternoon. A little more cloud cover. Midday shower, thunderstorm possible, although chance for that is low. No severe weather expected. Temperatures then really cool off as we get towards the end of this week, falling slightly below that average. Good to even see the upper 70s for Friday. Overnight lows dropping into the 50s. Nice weekend ahead.
Thanks, Candace, and thank you for joining us. See you at 10.